This is a rundown on how to use the improved round tracker. This code was based off of Honey Badger's round tracker. Basically, these are APIs used to help with the initiative and to keep track of the current round and effects. There were 3 APIs added. For all of you, and I added them as macros. For those of you who don't know how to use macros or the API, you just go up here into macros in the settings, hit add, and that'll bring up a dialog. You just name the macro, and the first one that would, and then what you're going to do in the macro. So the first macro that I added is the clear init, just the exclamation point clear init, and then there's also start init, which is an exclamation point start init command, and then there's also an add effect, which uses the exclamation add init. And this one has an extra parameter, which is a question mark and then a braces and then an effect. What this does is when you have the question mark, it'll pop up a dialog prompting you to type in some field or something, and the effect here is just the field name that'll be in the dialog. So the first things first, we'll just go ahead and add some characters to our initiative tracker. And the first command is a clear init command down here, and all this does is just clear the initiative tracker. It's just a one button option instead of having to go in here and say remove all items and say clear and then closing the dialog. It's just a one click button to do that. Let's go ahead and add our characters back into the initiative. And then what start init does is sorts our list here and then adds our round tracker to it. So if I hit start init, what it does is you can see it sorts the order of our characters in the initiative list, and then it adds this little round tracker down here. And what this does is when the round comes upon this initiative, it's automatically incremented. So you can keep track of how many rounds have started since the beginning of the battle. And then finally, there's this add effect. And what add effect does is the current character in the top of the initiative order, you can add effects to them and keep track of how long they've been around. So say like Arna takes a bleed, some sort of effect. So I can go here and say bleed 1d4 damage, and I'll submit it. And you can see what happens in the track order. It'll say bleed 1d4 damage. And this is just a reminder is all it does. And then as you increment through it, you'll see that the counter increments also, so you can keep track of how long that bleed's been up. So you can see as I go through and it's round 4, and then go through again, the bleed gets incremented to it's been up for 2 rounds. And you just keep adding effects here. So like I say, I want to add aid to Helena, and we'll add aid to it, and then you can keep track of how long the aid's been up. And then you can just use the trash icon to clear up effects as they go away. So that's all this is.